Hey, let it be known, I'm working hard when I ain't on the phone. This ain't a home, this ain't a foe. Grind never stopping, I'm keeping it
70 points, man. I think they said his most scored points since 1966. 10 touchdowns, 5 by Mostert, 4 by Achane, and then 1 by you, bruh.
Yeah.
What the happened? what went on in Miami? Like, what the? I don't know, bro. I don't know what to say.
You know what? Going back and like watching the game as a team, man, it just shows like how special this team is, man. Like when we're clicking on all cylinders, everybody playing together, everybody doing, what they're coached to do, playing assignment football with techniques and fundamentals. It really can be a thing of beauty, and a lot of guys are really buying into what Coach, McDaniel is, pushing. You feel me? So it's something special brewing down here in Miami, man. And the philosophy that I love from him the most, man, he allows players to be themselves. You feel me? Like he allows the cheater to show his personality. Like he allows guys to just go, I don't want to say this, balls to the wall, just be you. As long as you're not doing anything stupid, obviously outside of football, but in causing penalties on the field and, doing crazy stuff, he lets you be you, man. And guys are like really like eating it up, practicing hard during the week, Wednesday, Tuesday, Friday, and it's showing up on game day. And I love it, man.
Talk about that adjustment that I think I told you I call him Mike McDub because he know how to go get that win. So the defense that you saw in that game, like talk about it because from what I was looking at, like they thought they was going to take a play out of Bill Belichick playbook and just try to almost run damn near prevent to try to keep you in lines, but that running game went crazy. So just talk about how is he able to. I know y'all go back and watch film, but he makes some crazy adjustments that's absolutely insane. That one game it might look like, oh, they struggle. Next game, like, oh, they seen the same. They cutting them up. Like, how is he able to do that? Because that's crazy.
Well, a lot of people got to understand that everything is about game planning. Everything is about understanding your opponent. So we kind of knew like whenever we face, against a team like the New England Patriots, like it's going to be tough. They got a terrific defensive line. They got terrific defense, So we had to change the game plan in order for Tua to get the ball out faster, so routes are quicker, and we knew that the New England Patriots weren't going to allow us to get the ball downfield versus the Denver Broncos. Denver Broncos, they got a terrific secondary, Patrick Surtain, one of the best corners in the game right now. You feel me? So we knew that he was going to be, shadowing me all day. And Coach, like he did a fantastic job of just, utilizing me in motion, having me off the ball, having me run around and just allowing me to play to my full potential, and play to my strength, which is just running fast and just, being that super fast guy on the field all the time. And that causes problems for defenses all across the league, because when you have a fast guy that understands football and understands that if you motion fast, defenses don't like that too much of the time, because they have to like call like defensive signals are changing. Like, the defense may change from cover 1 to cover 2, or if they playing lock, they may go point in and out, or they may straight lock it, or they may go hair coverage, so things change. Like whenever a guy's motioning fast, like you're not able to communicate to the guy behind you versus if I'm motioning slow. So him being able to just notice that and understand that, man, is like, I tip my hat to like Coach, McDaniel for him, man. And he's been doing a terrific job, man, with just Tua, man. And just the way that Tua is playing right now is definitely MVP level. Like me being on the sideline, just watching the fans chant MVP gave me chills in my body. Like it was like, bro, it's like, it was almost like a LeBron moment. It was almost like a LeBron free throw moment. Like when LeBron shooting free throws and he got 40 and the crowd just started MVP. And I'm like, oh, Tua, boy, I got chills in my body for you, my boy.
Yeah, and I know we said it before. Ricky Williams, he said it. Something special and something going on in Miami that people are going to be shocked, man. And I think last night was a preview of that. like I said, like you said, y'all were clicking on all cylinders. But bro, 9 rushing touchdowns,
bro.
9.
Without one of our other best weapons too, though. Without Waddle, so imagine if Waddle was in the lineup. You feel me? So it's a lot of things that teams have to account for this year because, like I said earlier this season in the podcast, everybody has got an understanding on this offense. You feel me? And guys are more locked in and just excited to play. Like the brotherhood that we got compared to last year is light years behind us. Because when I got here last year, I was a stranger. I only knew a few guys on this team. I was close with Waddle, but I wasn't close with Waddle. I was close to Tua, but I wasn't really close to Tua. This year, we really improved our friendship and took our brotherhood and teammate, levels to another level. And it's like, bro, we out there on the playground, like waiting on recess every day. Like every day at practice, we having fun, we laughing, kicking it after practice. Like we doing the same things that we used to do in Kansas City. And it's special here now, man. It's beginning to get real special and I'm loving it, man.
Is that the culture that's more conducive with a good football team? I say that because everything is all shits and giggles and fun and games as long as you're winning.
Oh, yeah.
Do you think that culture is going to continue throughout, the entire season? Because you're going to have your ups, your downs. You had ups and downs with the Patriots. But did that culture ever get shaken as a result of that game? Even though y'all pulled out the dub, was it ever shaken or was it just, let's bond even more, let's get tight on this?
Oh, yeah, man. There was never even through our, tough moments, even when we have adversity, man, like we always gonna find ways to not, let our pride get in the way of what we really trying to accomplish. You feel me? Like as great as people want to call us, man, like we understand that we have a goal, and that goal is to be accountable to each other and never let our emotions, get the best of us. You feel me? Like I can be wide open 10 times out of 10, and 10 times in a row. And I know if Tua miss me, like I never go back to the sideline and just get in his face or just do anything outrageous that can, get into his head. Because at the end of the day, his job is way harder than mine. He's the quarterback of this team. You feel me? Like he has to lead us. Like he has to get the snap. He has to call the plays. You feel me? He has to see what defense they in. You feel me? So, and the other guys, all around, like the playmakers, they all know that. You feel me? Because I've communicated that to everybody. Like one, like we ain't gonna mess with him. We just gonna let one ball. You feel me? Like if he miss you on a route, one, like we already know, like one is not gonna miss not too many times. We know that. You feel me? So just shake it back, come back. You feel me? And go to the next play. It's on film. You'll see it.
Bruh, I have to say this. I had a chance to meet a super humble guy, right? How did y'all get him to celebrate? That's how I know something crazy going on down in Miami. Like, how did y'all get him on the Soul Train ride or whatever? Because normally, Tua, like, remember the water bubble, like, hit hand.
Yeah.
Really ain't got no celebration. Bro going about his business. Something going on. Bro got involved. Like, how y'all got him to get involved in that celebration, man?
It was just one of those things that, man, team just clicking, man. Everybody's just having fun. And we always have this thing, where we come up with celebrations on Friday. And that so happened to be like on the celebration list as a team, and right before the half, the defense had got a tremendous stop. And right before, like we was all in the huddle, he was like, hey, we doing our celebration. I was like, oh, I had forgot about it. I was like, okay, let's do it. Everybody's like, okay, let's do it. Raheem scored and everybody started lining it up. And Tua is really showing his swag, man. And, as a player, man, being in this league a long time, man, like I even talk to my mom about this all the time. Like it makes me feel so good to be a part of his success, man, because like the hard work and the dedication, you feel me, and just everything that he's went through to get to this point is just a crazy story, man. And I feel like the only way, you feel me, that as his teammate, we can go out is out swinging. You feel me? So each and every time I'm on the field or each and every time, the other playmakers on the field, we're going to go 110 for him. And I know the offensive line, those guys are doing a great job of protecting him this year. And those guys are taking pride in that. Like, hey, those guys are not playing this year. And I love it, man. I love it.
So he used to be in a running back position. Like, I know he's in his rookie year, Achane. Like, How's that? Like, did you have any words from him after the game? You know, because what is this really just his second game in the pros,
Yeah, yeah,
and he
yeah,
went crazy. He shifted too.
yeah.
Like,
So
did you share any words with him after the game or before the game to tell him, hey man, lock in, your moment's gonna come? Because it has to be kind of, I guess nerve wracking, or the anxiety may kick in when your number get called and you really ain't never been to that level yet and it's time to perform. Did you have any words for him?
no, I really ain't really have words for him, man. But my grandfather, my whole entire life, like he never talked to me before games. Like he never said a
Mm-hmm.
word to me before any of my games. And I
Mm-hmm.
kind of like took that approach with him.
Mm-hmm.
But throughout that whole entire week or leading up to like these games, like OTAs, training camp moments, like I used to tell him all the time, I want you to watch exactly how I practice, like how
Mm-hmm.
fast I am. You feel me? And how efficient I am and how detailed I am. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Because at the end of the day, the practice to me is like the hardest part of getting ready for the game. The game should be easy. Like Wednesday,
Right.
Thursday, Friday, that should be those should be the days that you hate. And that's
Right.
kind of the small message that I share with him. I'm like, man, when you practice, like I need you to be a fast guy, man. Like,
Mm-hmm.
come on, join the team. Be with me in water. Be a fast guy. Practice hard with us. You feel me?
Right.
Like set the standard on this team.
Right.
Like we're a fast team. So like I expect to see all four of us, me, you, Raheem, Waddle, all of us sliding across the field, moving
Right.
fast, quick.
Right.
So that was just my only message, man. And like I said, game time is easy. Like playmakers gonna
Right.
play. You feel me? Like ain't too much needed to be said. You feel me? So
Right.
ain't too much
I see
needed
what
to
you
be
did
said.
there.
Well, hell now.
Saw
Come
what
on
you did
now.
there. Saw what you did there. So before we go to that, do you have any preview for the Dolphin fans next week, week 4? What can they expect from the Dolphins Nation, from Fans Nation? Like, what can they expect?
Well, we got another divisional opponent. It's gonna be a real good game, and we really do owe Buffalo, a butt whooping. Like they got a
Mm-hmm.
tremendous team. Obviously, they got a tremendous quarterback over there.
Right.
But for me, it's worrying about the defense, and it's going to be a fun matchup. And I want to say Von Miller has to miss this game, so it's going to be a very
Yeah.
exciting matchup. Man, I feel like every game is won in the trenches with the O line and D line. So
Right.
really looking forward to it, man. I love competition, so looking forward to going against Jordan Poyer, Micah Hyde, those guys, Tre'Davious White. In the other corner that they got over there, 4-7. So it's gonna be a fun matchup, man. But here's what I gotta say though: if you was the Miami Dolphins head coach, would you have kicked that field goal?
I mean, you know me. Well, what my mentality is today, I got to take his mentality too.
Nah, whatever your mentality is going into like that moment, like after we get on there, are you kicking the field goal? Because the fans believe this and not start booing us. It was crazy.
I mean, it's a spectator sport, bro. I'm kicking the field goal. I'm gonna go ahead and put them away, man. I mean, records are in place to be broken. You
Yeah.
know, I'm not trying to tie a record. If I'm there, I'm gonna go ahead and go and surpass that record, and I'm gonna set the new standard. So, y'all set several records in that game. So
Yeah.
do you go out the next game and say, hey, we got these records, let's try to beat them? That's the mentality. Just like anything you
Yeah.
do to be better than the last game.
Mm-hmm.
What 3000 said, you only funky is your last cut. So what we have to do is go out and try to surpass what we're doing. So I would have kicked that field goal. I don't care nothing about that. Like, it is what it is. Like, the head coach, you might be mad, but it's not on me. Your player should have played better. And, I'm going for it. I don't care nothing about that. Would you have gone for it? That's the question.
It's one of those situations, man, where like football can be a very tricky thing. Like obviously, the captains, we told coach that, hey man, let's just kneel the ball and get out of here. Because at the end of the day, man, we all believe in karma. You feel me? Like we
Yeah.
don't want nothing crazy like that happening to us later down the road. You feel me? Now, granted, the record was 1966. You feel me? And this is like once in a lifetime. Like you gotta look at both sides of it. So we kind of looked at both sides and was like, coach, we have a chance to be a part of history right here. But, all of the captains, we decided was like, hey, we got more ball to play. Nobody's gonna look back at week 3 during the Super Bowl and say, hey, you remember when the Miami Dolphins broke the record 73-20 or whatever the record was? Or would they say,
Right.
hey, you remember when the Miami Dolphins went on and won the Super Bowl?
Right.
and they had a chance to break the record, but they didn't.
Right.
Like that's
They
what.
showed great sportsmanship.
Yeah. So man, like we got so much respect for this game that and obviously so much respect for Coach Payton on the other side that
Right.
man that we just decided not to do it. And I know a lot of people was very frustrated in the stands. They started booing us. But at the end of the day, Miami Dolphins fans, be patient with us, baby. Like this is the beginning of the new era, man. Like when I first got here, man, like it was crazy. Like everything was crazy. Like everything was all over the place. But now it's starting to shape into like what people like. People are really starting to believe and have hope when they wake up in the morning time and believe in Miami Dolphin football, and it's crazy. And I love it, man.
But you say it's a party going on, but think about it like this. Me, head coach, I would have had so much respect for Coach Payne that I would have put him in the record books. I wouldn't care. Hey man, you want to make history? You gonna make history with me?
Yeah,
I
you got.
destroyed you. Who's
Hey,
the coach? They gonna remember. Oh, that was Coach Payne. So you got a record. I got a record. We can both celebrate. I would have went ahead and kicked it. I would have told him why I kicked it.
that goes on his
But
resume though.
I want it on there. But what about this? Coach McDaniels used to be a ball boy for the Broncos. Do you
Crazy,
think
right?
that played any sympathy component? Like, all right, man, I done been over there before. Let me let him off the hook, man. It ain't that serious.
Nah. Because I think if he really wanted to kick it or like really wanted to set the record, it would have been a situation where like, hey, these guys had the same coaching vacancy that the Miami Dolphins had, and they didn't even give me an opportunity. You feel me, to come interview. You feel me? So it could have been that situation too. Like, hey, since y'all ain't hired me, I'm gonna set the record on y'all. But coach was like, hey, captains, we ain't kicking it. All right, we're gonna take the higher road. We're gonna get out of here. You feel me? So shout out to
You a
coach,
man.
man.
You a man of faith. I know you was raised in church. Do you think it's just one of them seasons that's just God ordained, like you said? I mean, yeah, records are meant to be broken, but what good of breaking all these records if it don't lead to a Super Bowl?
Exactly,
Respect.
man. Yeah, respect, man. But before we get out of here, though, Micah Parsons did say something. Drum roll, man. Micah Parsons. Micah Parsons did say something. I didn't see the video fully, but this back and forth banter between us, it has to stop at some point. It has to stop. So I'm putting an end to it today because it's turning like into me versus you battle. And I don't want that. I don't want to take the focus off what we're building here in Miami. So here's what I got to say. I will see you Christmas Day, man. And I just want a jersey swap with you. That's all I got to say. I love you.